If you're a football player who struggles with awareness on the pitch, which leads to poor decision making, this video is for you. Here are 5 scanning drills that you can do with just one other player that will help you improve your scanning and your game intelligence when it comes to game day.
For the first drill, this is something we like to do in our warm-ups, a lot of kind of keep you ups, juggling kind of work. A big thing when it comes to scanning is some players struggle when the ball's actually in the air on the way to them to actually get a scan in. They're nearly too worried about kind of fixating on the ball. So all Morgan's going to do here is a couple of keep you ups below kind of hip height, and then every once in a while he's going to pop the ball above his head and then get a scan and call the colouring.
Just keep going. White. Blue.
Fighting it.
White. White. Blue.
Another variation, just to make it a little bit tougher, is now Morgan's going to do the keep ups with the inside of his foot. Each keep up he does, he's going to aim to put it above head height, and then I'm going to be holding up the cone. Just a tip if you're working with a friend, to make it a little bit tougher and a bit more fun, to be honest, I'm going to work and run around, so Morgan's got to try keep his eyes on me at all times. Sometimes I might be behind him, sometimes I might be in front of him, so he's got to constantly adjust to that.
Blue. White. Blue. White. Blue. White. Blue. White. Blue. White. 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 Blue. White. Blue. White. Blue. Blue. Oh, I couldn't see it!
That was tough, to be fair. Okay, so a little bit of technical work here. Just a couple of things on this. We're going to use a fence. If you have access to an Astro, generally, obviously you're surrounded by a fence, so it's good to use that. Maybe you have a wall somewhere where you train with grass, or if you don't have either of them things, you could have just a third person stand where the fence is and do the same kind of actions that the fence is going to do for us. So we're just getting used to kind of that idea of our head movement and scanning away from the ball. So Morgan is going to do a bounce pass in the middle, move to one side, and he's going to open up. When he plays it into the fence, I'm going to hold up the cone.
Blue.
He's going to call the colour, play it back to me, and then it's a repeat, one bounce, open up, back foot, fence, scan.
White.
Okay, so really, really simple.
White. Blue. White. Blue. White. Blue. We get asked a lot about like rep ranges and the amount of time you should be working. I don't think there's like a concrete amount of time you should be working, but these ones, it isn't about being in there for ages. Now, if you're in your off season or pre-season, for example, you might use these types of exercises to get your heart rate up, because they are quite difficult. Although it's small spaces, it's difficult on the body, but there's no exact amount of time. Roughly, if you were to go off a certain amount of seconds, if you wanted to,
30 seconds.
Maybe 30 seconds, like that's really all it is. It's more so about quality and building the habit, and less about like being almost in the gym and doing a strength exercise, certain amount of rep ranges. Technical work isn't like that, but we don't want to be in here too long, gas out for no reason. It is about obviously improving your habits and getting a little bit of technical quality in as well. So roughly 30 seconds, we'll say, in between. You can go longer, shorter, it's up to you. We alternate, and again, if you've got 2 players, 3 players, you try to give everyone similar enough time in terms of the reps. So if someone needs longer, that's no problem. Ready?
Blue. White. White.
Nice. Touch.
Blue.
Go one more. Touch.
Wow, lost it. Too close.
Very tight.
Okay, we're increasing the distance a little bit more on this one. That's going to make it more realistic. So the pass range is more realistic, and obviously the scan's got to be more realistic as it would be in a game. So Morgan's going to arrive between the 2 kind of flat markers there. He's going to turn, play into the fence and scan. If he sees blue, he's going to turn to his left. Perfect, and play it back to me. If there he sees white, he just turns the opposite way. A quick tip on this one as well, it's really, really important. Just because when Morgan's coming in for this first pass off me, I know there's no decision to scan behind, there's no colour, no iPad or anything like that, he still should have the habit of scanning. Same for you guys when you're doing any training sessions with your mates, with your teams, and it's any passing activation. If you're ever turning in an exercise, you need to be scanning, whether that's because there's players there or it's an unopposed passing. Just get that habit nailed down. You're always scanning when you're turning with the ball. Oh, hold my foot. Touch. Okay, on this one we're changing the scan a little. We're going to make it more realistic in the sense that rather than looking for cones, Morgan's got to be reading my body language. I'm going to do one of three things. I'm either going to move off to the right, off to the left, or I'm going to press him. With the first two options, wherever I move, he's just got to adjust to that and give me the ball wherever I end up. If I press him, it's like I'm defending against him and he's just got to roll out of the pressure based on what way I'm kind of jumping to press him. So on the setup here, Morgan's going to bounce. There's just a little bit of technical work at the start. He's going to touch behind the top flat. When he plays in, he opens up, and now as he plays defense, I'm going to reposition. So again, wherever I move, Morgan adjusts it and gets me the ball back. So like I said, it's a bit more realistic to a game because you're actually looking at somebody's body language, which is what you guys would do in your matches as well. Go. Yeah. 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 Yes. Yeah. Nice. Great touch. Yes. Yep. Nice. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Nice, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Nice. Okay, for the last one, we're going to bring in the iPad, which has our training one-to-one scanning tool on it. You can get that scanning tool free with our 10 scanning drills ebook, which you can get in the link below. For this exercise then, there's going to be two different decisions based on what the scan is. So when Morgan scans on my pass, if he sees white, he's going to do a full turn because he's going to imagine pressure coming from that white cone. He's then going to turn back, play to me, and just a bounce at the orange flat. Now, whichever place he finishes with the bounce, I'm going to dribble the opposite way and play in. Then let's say I scan and I see blue, I'm going to set, drop out, give a second angle, I'm going to go touch, play the fence. When I play it to Morgan, I'm going to bounce here at the white, and then Morgan dribbles around the orange. So the whole point of us kind of swapping here, this is a good exercise to do, like we said before, most of the drills with your partner, and the rotation is going to get a good workout in. So generally you could set a stop clock for maybe a minute, work really hard, each rep, swap, 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 for about a minute, maybe go 2 minutes if you're in pre-season, or if you're maybe a lot fitter and you want to really, really test yourself. So we're going to give it a try here. White. Yes. Yeah. God, that's hard. Yep. White. Nice, yeah, well done. Yes, sweet. White. Blue. Yes, move again. Yeah. Touch. Settle. White. Nice, yeah, well done. White. Yes. Yes. White. Nice. Ah. Yeah, good. That was the wrong way there, didn't it? Oh. Blue. Nice, you. Blue. White. Aye! That is hard. Very difficult. It's important, if you're working with a partner, you try work off both sides as well, because naturally there you're going to get repetition, usually with your back foot left, because the ball's coming across your body towards your left foot. So you try to alternate, so you're getting back foot reception on both sides, but also you're getting scanning off both shoulders. Naturally, some players scan really easily off, let's say, their left shoulder, because they're used to going that way, but struggle off the right, and like anything, it's just a habit, so make sure you try work both sides if you can. Blue.
Yes.
Blue. Oh.
Yeah. Yes. Blue.
Nice here.
Blue.
Touch.
White.
I'll do a white. White.
Touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. White. White.
I'll lose.
Yeah.
Cut.
Well, there you go. There is 5 scanning drills that you can immediately bring into your own individual training, or obviously training with a partner. And if you can get multiple players, even better. Within the 10 scanning drills ebooks, which we said is in the link in the bio, there's a lot more variety in there as well. So when it comes to actual scanning practices, you can only do so much in isolation, especially by yourself. So being able to use 2 or 3 players, or even things like a fence, and then the scanning tool just gives you a little bit more decision-making aspects, which is obviously much more beneficial where possible. But even in the small things like we've done in the first exercise with the ball in the air, just getting that habit of taking your eyes away from the ball in difficult moments and then still keeping your technical quality, that's very difficult to do. So it's all about just building habits, getting used to the repetition. Scanning is one of those things that we obviously do all the time within our sessions. It's a major part of our curriculum, and that's for good reason, because it's something that, 1, is so important in the game, but 2, is very difficult to work on in team sessions, in team scenarios, and it's tough for especially volunteer coaches to get you that exposure. So that's why these types of things we try to bring as much value as possible through the likes of our ebooks and through the likes of these free resources. It all adds up when it comes to the training hours. So yeah, it's as simple as that. That was tough.
Yeah.
Looks relatively easy.
Tough. Yeah.
It is difficult to do physically, technically difficult, and obviously on the brain it's very challenging. So make sure you give them a try. Let us know what you think. And if you have any questions, as always, you can leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.